Hello, my dears.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to our 11th episode.
Is it really?
It's the 11th episode, girl.
I'm like not keeping track.
Yo, this is our 11th episode.
Dope.
But I feel like it's going a lot faster for us because for some reason we've managed to, even though we're completely indie, completely understaffed and under budget, have managed to do the weekly release.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of other podcasts are like, I release twice a month.
I release bi-weekly, or I release twice a month.
And I'm like, yeah.
Well, we've done pretty good at it so far, mostly because you kind of tell me to get my ass over here. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, I'm a terrible podcast host. I keep track of shit. So you're the one in charge of this operation. I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yes, we are.
It's gonna be our first March episode.
Yes. So
That's
this
exciting.
is our first March episode. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Or maybe it's Sunday. Like if you're in the southern hemisphere.
What? No, it's time zone.
Yeah, but if you're like
a day ahead, then yeah, it'd be Wednesday.
Yeah.
If you're a day ahead, because we release on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, happy Wednesday.
Yeah.
I hate Wednesday. I was born on a Wednesday.
I was born on Sunday. Ooh.
Born on a weekend, baby.
Guess what? 21st birthday is gonna be on a weekend too. I mean, kind of. It's on a Friday.
My 21st birthday was on a Monday.
Mine's on a Friday.
Excuse me. That was me.
My mom had me born on the right day, and by that I mean I came out on the right day because I was early. Just a little bit, but I was early.
How were you early if it was the right day?
I mean, I was due on like Groundhog's Day.
Oh, okay.
So
it wasn't that early.
No, it wasn't like super early.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was a preemie baby or anything.
Yeah.
But I definitely was not on the exact due date like some babies.
Yeah. I mean, I was 9 days late, so I was. My grandparents like to joke that I was not having it. I was done with this world. I was like, nope, don't want to leave my mom. They were right. I love how I said that with the straightest face.
You really
They
did.
were fucking right.
Okay, all right. So this week.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Monster
Monsters.
toast?
I don't know if you can hear that.
Okay, well, that wasn't a toast, but
I tried.
there you go.
Yeah.
What are you drinking this week, Mark?
I got a mango loco.
That's one of your favorites, isn't it? That's like the third time.
Yes, it's one of my favorites. It's also like kind of limited, so I tend to go for the limited ones more because I think they're gonna run out at some point, and then I'll never be able to really get them again until they do people liked them so much they release them again. So it's kind of I see them they're on sale. I'm like, oh, I gotta get some more mango locos.
So you just literally stock up on mango locos.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, that's...
We ordered a 24 pack, and it's in the closet.
Oh my god!
But we don't touch that one.
100%.
Yeah, but we don't touch that one.
It's too thick for me. It tastes like syrup.
Something, girl.
I'm 21 now. I'm still broke as fuck, but I'm 21 now.
Yeah.
I am drinking the espresso, which I was informed I stole from your boyfriend.
Yes. But it's okay. We're close to a grocery store, so we can go get them anytime.
I hope you heard that. That's me sipping tea.
Ooh. No, but what do you think of it? Because that's a new one, right?
That's hella good. Is it new? I thought I've had that before.
I don't know if you've had that before.
I've had one of the Monster coffees.
Did you have the one in the glass bottle or an espresso? Because so they have the espressos and the cafes. Both I like.
Oh, I had the cafe. Yeah, I had the cafe. The cafe is pretty good.
The cafe is good. It's much more akin to the Starbucks frappuccinos, which I don't mind. I know some people really, really like those.
I can taste
don't
the
mind
caffeine. So.
But I like the espressos a little bit more because to me they taste like the really good Japanese canned coffees that you can get in Japan. Do you know the ones I'm talking about, girl? And they're so good.
Oh my god, that was my first drink in Japan.
And they're so
they
good,
were
right?
fucking amazing.
Do you get what I'm talking about, though?
I'm going to rant about Japan in like 5 seconds if you don't change the subject.
But do you get the comparison between the espresso and those?
I totally get it.
Yeah. And I really like that. I also really
Excuse me.
I really like how they tell you a story on the espresso can, and they're like, and actually, like, they went over to Italy and they all this stuff.
So fancy. Fancy schmancy.
Just like with the pipeline punch.
I like the pipeline.
Well, have you read the story on the back of that can?
Actually, I like the Pacific. I like the one that
both.
I like the one that tastes like the juice boxes that you would get as a kid.
Okay, so you like the Pacific punch?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, but you also like pipeline.
I like pipeline punch too. I like pipeline punch better than the Mango Loco.
Yeah,
just because that one's really thick. It tastes like going down the. I have to burp again. Excuse me. I'm very burpy. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So in news this week, we are doing another cross promotion.
Woo!
So this week we are cross promoting a podcast called Freak Nation.
Yeah. That sounds like my podcast.
Here is like pretty much their description.
Okay.
And there is a preview. We'll have a preview at the end of the episode. But their description is they are a queer paratravel podcast that discusses a city and then goes in depth into the odd and obscure about that city.
Oh my god.
Right?
I'm gonna start listening to them.
Right?
Dude. That's
yes.
dope. What the hell?
Right.
Damn, son.
Right. Yeah. No, I think they're an awesome podcast.
That's
honestly.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna check them out. You should check them out too, dear listeners, because if I'm doing something crazy, you should be doing something.
They're acquaintances of ours, and
they're super
totally support them. Yeah.
That's super cool. Freak Nation. I love the title of that. It's like the dopest.
Yeah, and they go and they literally go and they discuss like they went to like Chicago, I think, recently, and they discussed like the weird paranormal stuff that happens in Chicago and a bunch of other places. We should check them out though.
Should come in.
Yes.
There's so many haunted.
Nation,
yes.
When you get big enough that you come up to Anchorage,
give us a call.
Give us a call because we are actually another thing in news. I believe this week or next week, depending. So you're listening to this on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, depending on where you are. And after this episode drops, we will be releasing a special guest episode.
Ooh, how exciting.
Yes. And it will also have a video component to it, possibly.
Oh shit, I forgot that. Yep.
So we are definitely getting out of our comfort zone on this special episode. It's definitely, I'm thinking, do you want to drop it on like a weekend episode? Let's say we drop it on Saturday.
Dope. Hear that, listeners? We're dropping it on Saturday.
It's going to be dropped on Saturday. Possibly like Friday night, but you'll see it. You'll have it in your hands by Saturday. And we don't want to spoil anything, but we are going to see if we can get an experience of our own, and there will be 3 of us.
This was her idea, by the way. I'm just kind of dragged along with it.
But it's going to be so cool, and I'm so excited.
Well, she's excited. I will volunteer myself as the camera person so that I will push you guys in front of me if something happens, and I will run like crazy.
Girl, we're going to be like in a car the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I forgot what we're doing. Then I will hide in the backseat. I'm sorry.
I mean, someone's going to have to be in the backseat. The camera can see them, but, you know.
Okay, well, we will discuss the details later.
Yes, but bottom line, we have something really special coming up. We'll drop it on Saturday, and we'd really appreciate it if you checked it out and definitely give us feedback, because if you really like that episode,
we're going to do hella more.
We will do
There's
more.
A lot of haunted places.
Yes.
A lot of places
like
we can.
Slightly outside of Anchorage, too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's...
You're talking Wasilla?
No, I mean, like, I'm talking, like, there's slightly haunted places where we go out to, like, Whittier, or we go out to Seward, you know, where
there's just Alaska's fucking haunted. So.
Yeah. But the bottom line, it'd be like a day trip.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a oh my gosh, we flew forever and a big.
We wouldn't be flying just to get.
No. But yeah, we
Give
totally.
us feedback because I do want to like start stepping out of our comfort zone a little bit. We're on the couch.
Yes.
Sipping monsters.
Yes.
Talking about voodoo. Voodoo? Voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
Voodoo? Voodoo.
Yes,
I think
girl.
that's a song.
Yes. I mean, what voodoo songs are there? By the way, that's the subject of today.
Of today.
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. I think you should clarify what voodoo is because in my mind, even though I've been practicing witchcraft for a few months now, voodoo and witchcraft are similar, even though I know it's not.
Okay, so do you want to move into the episode?
Sure.
All right.
Sorry,
So,
that was a legit question on my head.
I mean, we kind of know, but I will say right now, if you practice voodoo and I say something wrong, please tell me because I got my facts from the internet,
which is 99% incorrect.
And yeah, I don't know anyone that practices voodoo.
I don't either.
And I'd honestly like to hear more about this. Yeah. Some of it sounds really cool.
Right? Like,
yes.
It's pretty dope.
Yes.
I know that they're linked, but I don't know like what the difference is.
Here's the thing. We're talking about voodoo, and we're specifically going to be talking about New Orleans voodoo.
Okay, sure.
So that area. Now, set the scene. We're talking about New Orleans, back when the French owned it.
So French Orleans, no I'm kidding. Sorry.
French Orleans. We're talking way back when slavery was still a thing.
Of course it was.
Colonization.
Of course it was.
And it's held by the French.
Je m'appelle not French. I don't know.
Excuse-moi? S'il vous plaît?
I think I was trying to say I am not French.
Anyways, voodoo was introduced to the Louisiana area.
I love how you say that.
Yes. I'm feeling my oats.
Oh no!
I'm just kidding.
Don't make this a drag race thing.
No, I'm just like fully like I want to do
robe.
it.
You're very fancy.
I
You got
want to
your
do it.
nails.
I want to do it justice because this is very much like setting the scene, like swirling mist.
I'm just listening.
We're
I'm
talking
sipping
about
my
the
tea.
bayou.
Okay, I'm in it.
French, and we're talking about the colonial period, 1719 to 1731.
Got it. So girls in corset.
Yes. So voodoo was brought over by enslaved Africans from West Africa. Sure. This is definitely a set of spiritual folkways that have been developed from the traditions of an African diaspora.
Okay.
So
it's a very African,
yes,
like centered.
African, Creole, Haitian.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's very that like continent of Africa thing.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So voodoo was created by a variety of knowledge that the different groups had brought over. And here's the interesting thing. It was definitely cultured together. So this voodoo was created, as I said, by a variety of knowledge from the various different groups that have been brought over. And it was developed by the variety of languages, cultural practices, and the religious beliefs that all the people had. Now, the very interesting thing is, this was all able to be created because when the African people were brought over, there was something that they did in Louisiana that didn't happen when the colonists of America brought people over. When the French brought people over, they were meant for plantations only, so that meant there were large groups that stuck together. So you had generations and generations of these large groups of slaves that were able to stick together and cultivate this religion and tradition. They didn't separate them like they did up here in America. They kept them together so they were able to hold on to a lot of the culture that they had.
A lot of traditions, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And since there were so many of them, they kind of blended them together.
Makes sense.
So I thought that
I'm
was,
like shit.
that was something new that I learned, and I thought that's
pretty dope.
That was incredibly interesting. Yeah. And in the light of such a heavy topic as slavery, I thought it was just one of the best outcomes you could think of. I know that's a really touchy subject.
Yeah.
But like,
I think no, you're right. Like it wasn't a great situation, but like that's the best of the worst.
I mean, compare voodoo
to
what we had happen, where literally like,
and especially up north,
yes, where literally they were like, I don't know who my mom and dad is. I don't even know when my birthday was.
Yeah.
You know,
like they were literally treating slaves as cattle. So
yeah. So
that's fair. At least they got to.
Just making my point clear. Slavery is not good.
No, slavery is never good. Just like, I don't know why I brought that up. Okay, we're moving on.
Well, that's what's going to happen in the next episode. Ooh.
Spoiler.
Cannibalism.
Spoiler. Okay.
But,
so,
anyways, I digress.
That's the best of the worst situation.
Yes, that's what we're saying.
Okay.
It was honestly best of the worst. And I think it helped them in the future for sure. We'll get to that. So, as they had a lot of knowledge of like herbs, poisons, and the ritual creation of charms and amulets, and all of this became key components of voodoo. Mm-hmm. So you had asked, like, what is voodoo?
Yeah.
The way I kind of like have learned, and I know I've only like scratched the surface on this, is it's like you practice a bunch of rituals to, it's kind of like you create amulets for protection and charms.
It's kind of like witchcraft in a way.
Yes.
But it's very specific to a certain people, I feel.
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that voodoo to this day is a really taboo topic, especially if you go down to like Louisiana.
I don't really know. I know it's gone underground. So like in the 1930s, voodoo went underground.
Because So I used to watch Ghost Adventures, which I know is not. It's a really, honestly, it's a shit show. But in Ghost Adventures, like they talked to this voodoo practitioner, and he was saying a lot of people don't know he practices voodoo, and that might have come from because there's a lot of voodoo ghosts out there that were blamed and hung for practicing voodoo.
Yes. So when I was reading into voodoo, I definitely know there were a couple areas where, like, I was trying to find a good story because I didn't want to just, like, broadly talk about voodoo and be like, this is our episode. I really like to pair it where we talk about a broad subject and then we bring it together with, so this is an instance of, like, someone's experience with voodoo, you know, or something like that. And when I was looking, honestly, there weren't a lot of stories that I wanted to put in here because a lot of them were pretty much this person, like, blamed either rape and murder on voodoo. And I say blamed because they would, like, it was like a 14-year-old boy raped and murdered his 11-year-old sister and then said he was cursed to kill.
So they used voodoo as like an out.
I feel like in a lot of those cases, it was, you know, they used voodoo as an out, or voodoo had such a stigma in that, like, when they went into a psychosis of sort and they started to go crazy, like there was another one where he killed his 2 daughters and then ran in front of a train, and they found, like, scribbling saying that he thought he was cursed by voodoo. And a lot of that, I was like, I feel like that's more possible, like, schizophrenia, sort of psychosis before they, like, snap.
Yeah. That's not linked to voodoo.
Right? So we don't really have, I have one kind of story, but that's about it. I'm kind of focusing on, like, a figure of voodoo.
Okay.
But one of the other stories was there was an epidemic in New Orleans of, I believe it was chlorica.
Okay.
Something like that. Definitely not chlamydia, because that was I was about to say that, and it was not chlamydia.
I don't think it's chlamydia.
But it was like, it was a disease of some sort.
Sure.
And it killed like 2,500 plus people, and the town blamed it on voodoo, and then killed like 40 plus practicing, like, priests and priestesses of voodoo. So,
okay, that actually makes me a little angry. Like,
Yeah, so I could definitely see how, like, people would have gone underground with their voodoo
absolutely.
practicing at that point.
It's another case of, I feel, religious oppression. Voodoo, I don't think is a religion, but it's a culture. So it's like a cultural / religious oppression, and it makes me mad.
Well, let us continue in the history and creation of voodoo.
Voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo. What?
Voodoo, hoodoo. Yep.
Voodoo.
You know what that line's from, right?
Voodoo, hoodoo?
Yeah.
Where is that from?
I've been hoodooed.
I'm going to bash my head through this window. I've been quoting Scooby-Doo all this time.
Yes.
I hate it. Okay.
Okay, so anyways, like I said, in Louisiana, unlike in the northern areas, slaves were held in large congregations that allowed for the languages and culture to become more intact than in other areas. The openness of the religion also allowed for parts of other religions to incorporate such aspects as that of Christianity. So
you could be a Christian voodooist.
It's actually, so they kind of, the way I understand it is they incorporate like a lot of the saints that they talk to in voodoo are Christian saints, and they go to church. A lot of them are Catholic, actually.
Okay,
you know,
I see.
And more of voodoo is about those like rituals and stuff is about honoring your ancestor. So that's kind of like, if I understand it correctly, voodoo is about like the sort of ancestral sort of religion part, and then they incorporated.
It's very about honoring your ancestors. Okay,
yes,
that makes sense. And you're
like I said, if you practice voodoo and I'm wrong, please let me know.
Roast us. No, don't do that.
No, we're really trying to like do our research on this.
Kindly criticize
or correct us. Just be like, hey, you mentioned this, and it's actually this, because...
But do it kindly.
Yeah, don't shoot us out, because honestly, we're trying our best here.
We're allowed to roast ourselves. That's true, though.
Okay. Anyways, some of the... So, you know how I talked about there were priests and priestesses?
Yeah.
The leaders in the early formation of voodoo were called voodoo queens. Literally.
No, I'm kidding. Not me.
But voodoo queens.
Were they all female?
No. So there's also some voodoo kings.
Dudes. Oh, okay. I thought they called dudes queens too.
No. There's so I mentioned one voodoo king, and then there's we're like 15 voodoo queens.
That makes my heart happy. Okay.
Yeah. So voodoo queens were said to wield great power, and they were leaders of rituals and ceremonies, and they held great power in their communities as well. So when they were doing rituals and stuff, they attracted people, and they became known for their amulets or grease grease.
Say it one more time.
Grease grease?
Grease? Oh, wait.
GRIS-GRIS.
I think it's grease. I'm not sure.
We don't know. Grease.
Yes.
Okay. Charms, magical powers, powders, and spells. So a lot of the stuff they also did is like, not like necessarily burning sage, but taking the medicinal properties of a lot of plants and applying it.
It's cleansing, yeah. Cleansing, healing. It's herbal remedy.
Yes. And so these amulets and charms and such were said to grant desires, confound or destroy your enemies, and of course, cure ailments.
Ooh,
I love the grant desires part because it reminds me of Love Potion number 9. Do you know that song?
Oh, I've heard of it. I haven't heard it.
It's literally the title of one of our episodes.
I know.
It's
a
Valentine's one.
I know.
Yeah, but
isn't it like? Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't heard it.
I'll sing it, but
you can sing
it. No. All I know is like, he talks about like he goes and sees like a voodoo queen. I don't know if it's actually like a voodoo queen.
Oh my god.
He goes and sees a voodoo guy, and she's like, he's like, I don't have any luck with women, and she's like, I got you. So then she goes around and like mixes stuff in the sink, and then like, Love Potion number 9.
Can I go to her, please?
and then he's like, I closed my eyes and took a drink. And then it goes around. I started killing everything inside.
Me.
And then he like gets to and he stopped when he like hit a cop. He's like, I kissed the phone. Ready for that.
That's me. Can I go to her?
Love potion number 9.
Can I get a love potion number 9, please?
I can look up the lyrics, but we'll send you out with love potion.
I want a love potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they, anyways, were, of course, told to have these powers with magic powders and all of that. And, I mean, I don't know who you can see about love potion number 9, but that's sort of thing.
Myself.
And then, anyways, these were kind of like the priestesses. They led these rituals and stuff, and they emerged as strong and powerful leaders in the society, which was extremely cool because they emerged back when, like, there were a couple free people of color, and so it was really interesting. There were 15 voodoo queens in the various neighborhoods of the 19th century New Orleans. So we're talking about 1800s. And there was one voodoo queen who was called the Voodoo Queen. And her name was Marie Larouche.
She's the chick from American Horror Story.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
She's the Voodoo Queen.
The Voodoo Queen.
Damn. Okay. All right. Tell me more about her, girl. I'm interested.
It said that politicians, lawyers, and businesses all consulted her before making large financial decisions. All of them.
Imagine having that fucking power.
And even more than that, it was rumored that you could get put in office or taken out by being in her favor. Just wait. There's more. She's known for her passion and her skill.
Okay, this is no longer an ASMR.
But she also gained intimate knowledge of her clients through her work as a hairdresser.
Fucking American Horror Story. Fucking. Okay.
So here's the thing. She was married, and then her first husband died, and then when he died, she started work as a hairdresser, and she worked as a hairdresser at a place that had mostly wealthy white clientele.
Oh shit! Sorry. Okay, cool.
But mostly wealthy white clientele, and so you've been to a shop where think about when we're getting our nails done and we gossip. It was like that. Wealthy white bitches would go in there, get in there.
Hey, I'm okay. Yeah.
They go in there and get their hair done, and they of course have all their respective
their fat gossip.
Their maids as well. So then she'd get this tea from them about what's going on in town, as well as from the maids about what's really going on. And then,
damn, son!
So
oh my god,
she knew the tea.
Yeah, I bet. I fucking bet. I want to have that power.
Yes. Hairdresser.
Okay, have you seen my hair?
Yeah, you did it yourself.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh shit, I should become a hairdresser, shouldn't I?
Yeah. So, girl.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna take a quick tangent here, but today at work, these two girls were gossiping in front of me, and it was the funniest / worst thing that I'd ever heard in my entire life.
What happened, girl?
They were first of all, they were literally talking like this.
Oh my god, Valley Girl, right?
Valley Girl speak. These two were fully grown-ass adult women talking like Valley Girls. And
oh my gosh.
I know.
Seriously?
I know. It was so... Okay, we're turning off so many listeners right now. No, it was bad. Anyway.
Okay. But yes.
Jesus. I want to be her.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be her? Mm-hmm. That maybe sounds bad for me to say.
But yeah.
But I would love that fucking power. Not even to, do anything bad, but just to know the tea on everyone, because I fucking love gossip. So just to know the fucking tea, I would love that.
Okay. But yeah, she was a cool chick, and the legend says that she like still shows up. Like there is like you can see the ghost of the Voodoo Queen because she resides in like the most haunted cemetery pretty much in the United States.
In New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Well, think about it.
Okay, girl, we're going to New Orleans.
I'd love to. I'd love to go for Mardi Gras. I actually think Mardi Gras occurs in March, so that.
Well, we missed that.
No, it's March now. It's like early March, so possible Mardi Gras. Yay!
No, don't promise anything. I gotta pay my bills.
But
I got bills to pay, fam.
They have beignets, jambalaya.
They have the entire setting of The Princess and the Frog, which is my favorite Disney princess movie. So.
Right. Not to mention jazz.
Oh my god. I would love
Right.
to just spend a night in town. Drink some booze, listen to some jazz, have some beignets at like 12:30 in the morning.
Yes. All this. Yes.
Talk
and
about
then,
voodoo.
Yes.
And hoodoo.
Yes.
And
Voodoo actually is so voodoo is New Orleans and then hoodoo is a completely separate religion.
I didn't realize
hoodoo is HOODOO and it's in like Haiti.
Oh, so that's like the actual. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we keep seeing WHO space D.
Why would you ever say that? No, it's hoodoo. HOO. Who? Like an owl. Who?
Hoodoo voodoo.
Voodoo. Doo-doo.
Yes. Actually, I think that might be from the Labyrinth.
Oh. I try to forget that.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yes.
David Bowie is disturbing in those pants. But have you seen his boots? I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love David Bowie. Love that. Still love that man. When he died, I was devastated. So, but him in that movie, I can't. I fucking can't.
What about the caterpillar though? Don't go that way. Nobody ever goes that way. And then she goes the other way. She would have gone that way. She would have gone straight to the castle.
The most insulting part about that movie was that her name was Sarah. She's a fucking brat. I hate her in that movie.
The Goblin King come to take my brother away. Because he's crying because he wouldn't play with him. Bitch. Gosh.
He's a baby. Go easy on him.
Right.
Okay, you mentioned one Voodoo King.
Yes.
I want to know who that is.
So there are actually I saw 3 Voodoo Kings, but there was one in particular. His name was Dr. John. So Dr. John was kidnapped as a slave before becoming a prominent voodoo king in New Orleans.
Damn, okay.
He worked mostly in medicinal voodoo and gained a reputation for being a great healer.
Ooh,
so he did
did
mostly healing. And some even said he could resuscitate those on the verge of death.
Damn, son.
And this is in part what led to the myth of zombies in Louisiana.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to mention him.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. I'm down with that.
Well, we totally need to go to New Orleans.
Yes, we do need to.
Apparently it's super fun. And, you can go on, haunted tours. And I'm down for that.
And when we have enough money.
Yes.
During the summer where we're both not in school.
Yes.
We need to just hit all the haunted places.
Yes.
If we can.
Let's do it.
Yeah. But when we have money.
Yes.
Because I got $0 right now. I've been paid, son. I got $0.
Same.
I literally have $5 and it's sitting on my pillow. That's all I have. I don't even have coins anymore. I used it all for gas, which I need. Anyway, but yeah, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
We're going.
Yes.
Some point I will make a vlog. I'm starting a YouTube channel. I don't know what to call it yet.
Where do you think our special episode, the video, is going to show up?
Our YouTube. I mean, I'm starting a personal YouTube channel.
And hopefully that will get big enough that we can go on these.
Oh my god. Please pay us.
Yes.
Support our Actually, this is a good
moment to support our Patreon, please.
What we could do is we could release exclusive footage to our patrons.
Yes. So you will be able to see some of what goes on this Thursday
Which is a feat, because I have no idea what the fuck is going on this Thursday.
Because we are going to check out one of the most haunted spots in Alaska.
Oh, dear
It was
God.
featured on National Geographic, and they're like most haunted spot in Alaska.
Are we gonna die?
No,
Because I'm ready. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we are not gonna die.
Good. I'm not ready. That was a joke.
But it was extremely hard to find. And
Like physically or on the internet?
like on the internet.
Oh, okay.
'Cause,
Dear God.
yeah, it was like, so we're gonna see. Is it real? Is it not? Find out more in a special episode.
We will release
And-
the exclusives on Patreon.
We will release exclusives on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And we will have, like I said, 3 of us.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yes.
Can we spoil? We're not going to spoil who's going to join us.
No.
But I can say that I'm very excited to have her.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And I would
girls
love to have
screaming
her
in a car.
more. I would love to have more of her.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 3 girls screaming in a car.
Yes. It's going to be awesome.
Who's driving, by the way? Not me. Okay, cool. I was about to go nose goes. Not me.
It will likely be.
Okay. Yeah, because your car is decked out.
Mm,
My car is disgusting.
I mean,
Okay.
but more so, it's just, if I'm driving, I'd be most comfortable with my car.
Yeah. No, that's
And,
fair. No, I'm not comfortable with anyone else driving my car.
yeah.
Especially to a haunted fucking location.
Yes. So,
Yoda's gonna freak. As in,
and, my car will not.
yeah, your car is pretty badass.
I know. Oldie but goodie. She's like a Karen. No, not a Karen.
Don't
Because-
name her Karen.
No, she doesn't have a name.
Oh,
She doesn't have a name
she
yet.
needs to have a name.
But I kind of imagine her as like someone that would have like auburn hair, middle-aged,
Yes.
still fucking hot. But
Very elegant, I feel.
yeah,
I see your car as like an elegant European woman.
very like classy.
Ah.
Yes,
Wears leather driving gloves.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because I fully
I know
these.
you do. I know. I've seen you wear them.
Well, so cold.
Tough it out! Like the rest of us. If you have leather driving gloves, I'm just a lazy.
But full on, like, I imagine her as like a middle-aged woman, maybe like a lawyer or something, that full on like is just happy with her life, but like is tough as nails. You know what I
see
mean?
that.
Which is kind of why I'm leaning towards lawyer.
Yeah. No, I see that. I see that. You know what's hilarious? Mine is literally the car version of Yoda. Literally. Old and gross and speaks backwards. That's my car.
Yeah, I know. I remember one time we were driving and like you had to like shift it even though it's an automatic car.
Stop roasting me in my car.
And I was just like,
Stop fucking roasting me in my car. That car is as old as me.
The force.
That car's as old as me, and he's a good baby. He's protected me from a lot of harm.
My car is not as old as me, but it's pretty old.
Okay.
It's only like,
You got it for pretty cheap, didn't you?
yeah. But it's a good car, honestly. Which is why I was like, yes, definitely.
So, in conclusion, we're taking your car ghost hunting.
Yes.
That will be released this Saturday. What else? Oh, the preview thing.
Preview.
For
Yes.
our promo.
We will play
that.
a preview at the end, and of course, we do with this cross.
We always do that. Man.
Well, I was thinking, I might review them too.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that'd be, we do a cross promotion with them, and we also review their episodes.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Well, their podcast, because I know that's one thing is like, no one has reviewed our podcast at all.
Well, then let's do a review episode. Would you like that, listeners, to like hear our recommendations for other podcasts if you enjoy ours?
Just gonna go through and review them on iTunes.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could do that too.
Yeah.
Read our review on iTunes.
Yeah, because we don't have any, and I thought that'd be a good way to be like, hey, we did a cross promotion with you, we reviewed you, have a good day, and then they might be like, hey, you know what, I'll review you too. Yeah. Dope. Yeah, dope.
Alrighty, so what's next episode gonna be about?
The next episode is about Wendigo. Ooh.
I'll be honest, I don't know much about Wendigo, so
They
I'm
freak
pretty
me
excited. Then why the fuck are we doing an episode about them? Alright, listeners, that's it for this week.
Well, actually, there's one last thing. Do you want to hear about the one voodoo story I have?
Oh, I didn't realize you didn't tell it. Go for it.
All right. We have one voodoo story. It was the only one I was able to find that I actually mentioned.
Do tell.
It's called The Curse of Julia Brown.
Ooh, you know it's a haunted chick when her name is Julia fucking.
In the early 20th century, Julia Brown was a local healer and magic practitioner in Frenner, LA. She would travel all over the village to perform rituals for people and was known for her magic touch. However, the people began to take advantage of her, demanding her help until finally she began fighting back. Those she deemed disrespectful and ungrateful would be given a terrifying prediction. Or she would curse them. In the last few weeks before her death in 1915, Brown would sing her curse from the town of Frenner to herself over and over. One day I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna take all of you with me. Her death came as predicted, and the whole town went to her funeral to pay their respects out of fear. As they began to nail Brown's coffin shut, a devastating hurricane tore through the village, killing all but 2 people. Just as the priest had promised, the town died with her. Brown's curse seemingly lives on because many developers have tried to rebuild the area over the years, but with no luck.
Damn, bitch, work it.
Right?
Wow.
Damn.
Holy shit, imagine that power.
Ooh, I know. So that was the only,
like, not accurate, but legit voodoo story that you can find.
Kind of, like, it was the only one where I was like,
possible. Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Right?
Damn. Now I want to get back into practicing witchcraft. Are you de-cursing yourself? Oh. All right, we're going to end the episode now. Before Mariah loses it more.
Goodbye, my dears.
Stay safe out there.
And always question everything.
Goodbye.
Bye, my dears.